Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is the best time of year. I prefer summer more. Let me not lie to you. In the first 30 seconds of the video, it's the second best time of the year and it's sweater weather. If you're like me and you don't care what season it is, you're gonna crochet or knit a sweater year round, I see you. But for most people, right now is the season of making sweaters. And there's nothing I love more than perusing all of the amazing patterns that people write. And because I don't have time to make all of them, I figured I would make a list for you guys. So I wanted to put together about 25, a little bit more, crochet sweater patterns for you guys to check out in case you're really itching to make something new for yourself, maybe a loved one for the holiday season. But I figured I'd put together a list, share it with you guys, and send you out into the world with some hopes and dreams and hopefully lots of yarn. I had a really good time looking for all these patterns. I made an effort to find both free ones as well as paid ones, just because I know not everybody has money all the time to purchase a pattern as well as the materials needed. So the first half of this video is going to be all of the free patterns that I found, and the second half are going to be the paid ones. I'm a very strong advocate in paying artists if you can, so I wanted to give you options just depending on maybe where you are right now. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. We have lots to do, but first we have a quick word from our lovely sponsor, Skillshare. For those of you who don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community ranging from marketing and business to things like drawing, photography, crocheting, and knitting. They have thousands, literally thousands of online classes in countless categories, all taught by industry professionals and trailblazers who are really excited to tell you some of their hidden secrets and the things that they learned along the way. What I love about Skillshare is that it's for creatives by creatives. So like I said, these are people who are really doing the thing that they're teaching, and they have taken time to really learn and know before passing on the information to you. So you're learning from somebody in the same way that you'd be learning how to knit from your grandma, except it's a lovely internet friend that's teaching you. Skillshare has a learn by doing approach, meaning you can do the tasks and projects along with watching the class, and they get feedback from the community members. And if you're very busy like me, they have easily digestible lessons broken down so you can learn on your own time. The class I'm taking right now is the Creative Toolkit by Esteban Gast. I was really drawn to taking this one because I am often pushed to think of original new ideas, whether I am trying to write a pattern or I'm in school, as some of you might know. So I'm constantly thinking and creating and pushing myself to think bigger and better. And that is so hard. It's really, really a tough mental exercise. And I thought this class would be a really great way to honestly elevate things that I already know and give me more things to, true to the title, add to my toolkit so I can feel more confident when I'm creating creative ideas. If you're interested in joining Skillshare, the first 500 people to click my link down in the description box will receive 1 month of Skillshare Premium for free. Once again, if you are interested in trying Skillshare, click my link down below, and the first 500 people will get a 1 month free trial of Skillshare Premium. Thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video, and let's jump into all the amazing patterns that we have. If you guys hear the wind absolutely whipping outside my windows, I'm so sorry. It is like kind of gnarly. My room just kind of takes all of it, which is awesome. Anyways, as promised, we are going to be starting with the free patterns. This one is the Crochet Campus Cardigan. It is from Yarn Inspirations, and I was first drawn to the colors, I'm not gonna lie, but I really love the construction of it. I love a cardigan that's shaped like this. It looks very cozy, very comfortable. It also has this kind of faux knit look, at least to me in the photo, which I really enjoy. I think the look of knit cardigans is really pretty, so I just thought this would be a really nice one to start out with. And the nice thing about Yarn Inspiration, I have a couple from this page. They have free patterns, so if you have the yarn, you can just download the pattern for free, or you can purchase yarn directly through them. I have no affiliate. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just think it's a really convenient way to get the yarn that you need, the right size, weight, whatever, while also purchasing a pattern. So if that's what you would want to do, the choice is there. Otherwise, it's a totally free pattern, which is awesome. Up next is another Yarn Inspirations pattern. This is the mixed houndstooth crochet cardigan pattern. Once again, the colors really captured my eye. I also think houndstooth is an incredibly interesting pattern, and it's a pretty easy stitch to do. I was first introduced to it when I was doing the Harry Styles cardigan way back when, and it looks really cool, but it's actually very easy. It's truly truly not that hard. It's just you're alternating, I think, between like single and double crochets or something like that. So to me, this looks like the type of sweater that looks a lot more challenging than it actually is, which is kind of fun because you in the back of your mind are like, this actually wasn't too challenging. I mean, you're still crocheting a sweater, let's be real. It's not like it's a walk in the park, but it still wasn't too challenging, but it looks really cool. And you could choose a lot of fun color combinations. And once again, same as the last one, you could purchase yarn directly through them if you wanted to, or you could just download the pattern for free. This is another one from Yarn Inspirations. You guys are gonna be able to tell that I like the places that I hit as I went through. This one is called the Nightscape Crochet Cardigan. I just thought this was comfy and cozy, like point blank, super simple. It doesn't look like it would be very complicated to make, probably pretty easy to follow the pattern, and it just looks like it would kind of go with anything. Choose a color that you wear a lot in your wardrobe and you'll be able to like mix and match it. And same deal as the last two, you could purchase the yarn right through them or just get the pattern, super convenient. This next one is called the Candy Fuzz Jacket. It's a crochet jacket cardigan situation from Lion Brand. I was so captured by the amazing texture of this yarn. You really need to use, in my opinion, the yarn that this pattern calls for. Normally I don't say that. I'm a big proponent of use the yarn that you have on hand, but if you're looking for a really great staple piece in this sweater weather season, I highly recommend doing something like this because the yarn makes the project. Truly, I would imagine that it's probably a pretty simple construction and design, but a very interesting yarn really takes it a long way, and I just think it's really, really fun. Lion Brand is similar to Yarn Inspirations. You could purchase the yarn right through them, or you can just download the pattern. This next pattern is another one from Lion Brand. It's the One Stitch Adult Cardigan. It just looks easy. And I mean that in the nicest and best way, okay? Sometimes we need a project that is so easy and mindless. You can just do it as you're sitting at work or under the desk while you're in class. Maybe I'm speaking from experience there. Sometimes simple is exactly what you need, and this one looked exactly like that. I really liked the fit of it. It looks not too oversized, a pretty true fit kind of cardigan, and it would just probably pair with a lot of different things. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, very versatile. It just looked like a great addition for this list. This next cardigan is called the Ariana by Amy Christoffers on Ravelry. I liked how this was a little bit different than a traditional granny square cardigan. I love a traditional granny square cardigan, but I feel like those are pretty easily thought of when we're thinking of crochet patterns to do. I just think this is a slight twist, pun intended, because the granny squares are twisted a little. Me explaining the joke to you, okay? I think this one's just a nice little twist on what is a classic granny square cardigan. The colors that this artist chose are really nice. It looks comfortable. It looks relatively simple, so it probably is gonna be pretty good for a beginner. I will say right now, if you guys haven't been checking out TL Yarn Crafts, you have been living under a rock, and I hate to say it, but she is simply one of the best. She's just one of the best to do it. She has the most gorgeous array of crochet patterns anyone could ever dream of. Okay, so I had to obviously include her in this list because she has some amazing sweater and cardigan patterns. This Kima cardi by her is so beautiful. In the like grab a sweater while you're sitting at home kind of vibe, this one hits the nail on the head. It's made with a bulky yarn, nice and warm, perfect for the cold weather, perfect if you have a room that hits wind spots really well and it's always cold. Call out to myself. I love the length of this cardigan. It's longer than some of the other ones that I've seen, so it's going to keep you a little bit warmer, and it has gorgeous pockets, which is always needed. Always. This next one is the Lilith cardigan by Stitchberry over on Ravelry. I loved this, and I loved how this could possibly be taken into all 4 seasons depending on the yarn that you use and the color probably, but some people like myself don't really care about what color you're wearing in the season, so that's a little bit less, but I digress. This uses a sport weight yarn, so it's going to be a little bit lighter than some of the other patterns I've shown you, and it probably would be a little bit light if you're up in the Northeast or somewhere cold for fall and winter, but I would imagine that this would be really nice for layering. I just really like how versatile it is, and it's also super adorable. The stitch is really nice, and I think you should get it. This next one is a little bit of a selfish grab. As I mentioned earlier, I love wearing oversized sweaters. This one I took from my dad. Therefore, I had to include the father pullover by Melissa Leapman. Okay, obviously, I really love the way menswear looks on me in sweaters. I think that's quite universal. Dad sweaters are amazing. Okay, and if you want to crochet yourself one, or maybe crochet someone in your life, a father, an uncle, a friend, a whatever, the father pullover, I think this is a great choice. It just looks really comfortable. It looks, once again, very mindless in a very good way, and I just think this pattern looks really nice. I don't really have anything more to say. I just love the fit of an oversized dad sweater, and it was fun to be able to find a crochet version to make if you wanted. These next couple patterns are going to be free tutorials on YouTube, so if you're a more visual person rather than reading a pattern, these are going to be great for you. This is a crochet turtleneck sweater by ABOC Studio. I was immediately captured by the thumbnail. I think this is so cute. It seems like it would be the perfect staple to anybody. The color that she chose is obviously very eye-catching, but you can use anything, and I also think you could do different patterns on it. You can make it striped, you can make it checkered. She'll probably not have directions on how to do that in her video, but with that being said, I think you could do it if you really wanted to. Lots of stuff you could do with a great pattern like this, which is why I had to include it in this list. This next pattern is by an artist named Pixel, and they call it the official eye sweater pattern. It was eye-catching, if you will. Okay, I've not seen a sweater this cool or crazy in the best possible way in so long, and you know I'm active on every social media platform. I see so many sweaters, I see so many amazing designs, and this one was so captivating to me. It is just incredibly clever, it looks incredibly comfortable and well done, and the fact that it's available as a free in-depth tutorial, like the video I'm looking at right now is 2 hours long. This person is not for a second hesitating on the amount of detail they're giving you. This next pattern is also from Yarn Inspirations, but I found it on Ravelry, so I'm not sure if the purchasing the yarn situation that I was telling you about earlier would apply for this one, but I digress. Explore if you're interested. This is the Lounge Around Crochet Blanket Hoodie. Come on now, obsessed. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? Like, it looks so comfortable. I am a big fan of my actual comfy that I have, but if I didn't have one, I could absolutely see myself crocheting one. It is so warm. It is really nice and roomy. It's easy to move in. This one looks exactly like that. It uses a super bulky yarn, as we could probably imagine, and it is just so comfy looking. I really don't have more to say. If you want a big, comfy, cozy jacket, sweater, hoodie situation to wear if you're always cold like me, this is probably gonna be the choice for you. This next pattern is called the Crinkle Rib Pullover by Premier Yarns. I also found it on Ravelry. You could probably find it on their website as well. I once again really liked the texture on this one. The yarn is also very captivating. This variegated kind of yarn that they're using was just really striking and pretty. It uses a super bulky yarn similar to the last pattern that I just talked about, but this one feels more wearable in the day-to-day opposed to like a big hoodie pullover. I can't tell if it has a turtleneck or a mock neck, but something a little bit of a higher neckline, we can call it, and it's bulky and oversized in a way that's manageable to move about your day in. So if you want something on the warmer side but not huge and taking up a lot of space, maybe that's not your style, or maybe it's just not something you're interested in, this might be a good route for you to take. It also looks like a pretty beginner friendly pattern, which is really nice. Alrighty, and that is all I have for free patterns for you guys today. Like I said, I have a ton more patterns coming up in this next part that's happening right now, but I understand not everybody has the money to spend on patterns as well as materials right now, so I hope those patterns were sufficient. I think all of them are super cute and would be a great addition to your fall and winter wardrobe. Comment down below if you're going to try any of them out, and of course go support these artists with love and affection. Tag them in your pictures, follow them, give them support in other ways. Money isn't the only way to support your favorite artists. However, if you do have a little extra income and you are willing to spend it on some patterns, I have another about 15 or so really great paid ones that I'm about to jump into. They are just as cute, and I'm very excited to share them with you. The first one that we're starting with is by Shop Daisy and Dime. It is this crochet pullover They call it the Jasper pullover, I believe. I really liked the big floppy collar on this with the big buttons. I thought it was really pretty, unique, something I hadn't seen yet. I also really like that there are either two different stitches happening, or the construction is very interesting because the top portion and the bottom look different, and I can't put my finger on why, but I think it adds something and it looks really cool, very unique, and would be perfect for fall, I think, because of the layering. Maybe it's just this color too, it's making me feel autumnal, but I digress. Super cute, would be a great addition to anyone's wardrobe. This next sweater caught my eye because I look up crochet sweater patterns, and why is this like knit pattern popping up? However, it's not knit, it is crocheted, and I was exploring the photos to like double, triple check, and it is crochet, which is so cool. This is the chest sweater by Tinks Things Designs. It literally says in the Etsy description, the title, not knit, probably because it looks so knit. So if you really like the look of knit sweaters, but you only know how to crochet, or maybe you prefer crocheting, this is a really, really great one. The way the stitches are placed seemingly makes this fun checkered pattern. The colors are really pretty, and I just think it's really, really nice. I thought it was so cool how similar to knitwear it looks. This next one is called the Fusion Sweater by Miss Conchkina. I'm hopefully saying that person's name right. This was another one that to me did not immediately look crocheted, but it is, and it's so gorgeous. Okay, the cable pattern that this person was able to achieve with crochet is absolutely spectacular. It's not exactly like the Rory Gilmore sweater, but the color and the cabling always gives me that kind of vibe. Any sweater that has cables and is in cream gives me that kind of vibe, I guess is what I'm saying. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, really, really pretty, perfect for fall and winter, especially winter. I feel like cables to me serve more winter than fall, despite the Gilmore Girls giving fall. I don't know, you guys didn't ask and don't care, and I won't get into it right now, but I think this would work great for either. I'm on a very big mock knit kick right now. As I'm like going through the list that I have, I'm realizing how many are mock knit, but they're really pretty, okay? Sue me. This is the mock knit crochet sweater pattern by Just the Worsted Design. Very basic, very simple pattern, great staple. There's really not much more to say. I really like the neckline on this. I really love a mock neck personally. I think it's a great way to have a little bit of a higher neckline for colder weather without committing to a full turtleneck if that's not what you're interested in. I also like the oversized sleeves and how it comes in really nice to a cinch around the wrist. Overall, just a really, really great basic. And like I said before, if you really like the look of knitwear but don't know how to knit, or you just prefer crocheting, patterns like this are really great because it gives you that illusion while still being able to do it with the craft that you know. This one is a vintage inspired made to measure Tunisian crochet pattern. So to my knowledge, none of the other ones I've discussed before are Tunisian crochet. It is just crochet made to look like knit. Tunisian crochet is a different style of crocheting. It's not one I'm too familiar in, but I wanted to give an option if it is something that you know how to do or maybe you're interested in learning. It kind of combines some of the same techniques of knitting with crocheting, if I'm understanding correctly, and it can often give you a very knit-like look and feel, but with just one crochet hook. I thought this pattern was really, really pretty. I love the color they chose. Once again, there is that mock neckline, so if you like something a little bit higher for the winter weather without fully committing to a turtleneck, this is a really great choice. Mock necks are really awesome, and I think the design on the body is really interesting. It almost looks like a faux rib kind of situation. I really like it. It looks really cool, and like I said, if you've always wanted to learn Tunisian crochet, maybe this is your opportunity to do so. This next one is the Puffy Crochet Jumper by High in Fiber. The sleeves on this one were so eye-catching. Super unique, really, really pretty. I love how obviously it's the bubble sleeve all the way down, but then once you get to the wrist, it's a really pretty flare. This would be a really great staple piece for anybody's wardrobe. It gives something that's very elegant to me, that always, to me, feels like the holidays, Christmas time, winter weather season always gives elegant, and I feel like this would be great for like a holiday party or something like that, where maybe you're dressing up a little bit but you still want to make something for yourself. This next pattern is by Jewel Makes. It's the Eternal Seasons cardigan. Hello, Eternal Seasons. You can wear it whenever. I'm deeming it that, okay? The artist did not necessarily say that, but I'm saying that, okay? It is a crochet no-sew pattern, so there's no seaming, stitching involved, just crocheting, which is really nice if you don't know how or hate sewing. There you go. I liked the stitch design that they have on this. To me, that's why it feels like it can go from season to season. You could dress it up or dress it down. It does seem to use mohair, which is going to be a little bit warmer, but I bet it would be pretty easy to omit that if you weren't interested in having that in to make it warmer. Overall, super cute, very great, would probably go with a lot of outfits. This next one is also really fun. It is by High and Hook, and it's Etch a Sweater crochet pattern. It has an Etch a Sketch on the front. How like, people are so creative. That's so cool. You could probably put whatever you wanted on the Etch a Sketch, which is what I thought was really fun. Like, how customizable can this be? I feel like, hypothetically, I don't know if this would actually work with the pattern at all, but my first thing that came to mind was create the Etch a Sketch on the sweater, keep it blank, and then surface crochet a design onto the Etch a Sketch, and then you can take that out and put new surface crochet on when you want to do something different. I have no clue if that would work. I don't know if anyone would want to do that, but that's the first thing that came to mind for me, is like switching it out. I don't know. This was just really cool, really creative, caught my eye, and I thought it'd be really fun. This next pattern is the Regina sweater pattern by Stitch with Lena, probably inspired by the Regina George sweater, the one that she wore in Mean Girls, one of the ones I guess that she wore in Mean Girls. I like the off the shoulder component. It is really pretty. The shaping is really, really nice. This once again feels like something you could dress up or dress down depending on how you style it, which I think is really important with anything that you make, and I just thought it was really, really cute. This next sweater is by Cool Crochet by Dennis. I followed him on TikTok for so long now. I love what he does, and this is his unisex autumn stripe crochet sweater pattern. Similarly to one of the ones I said earlier in the video, these unisex or men's style, men's fitting sweaters to me are incredibly comfortable. That is often what I am gravitating towards, so I really like finding patterns that include that as well. So no matter what kind of style you have, hopefully you're able to find something. This one just looks really nice, really fun, really cozy. Dennis is very talented, and I wanted to include it. This next one is an amazing staple piece. It is the Penny Lane coat by It's Stitched by Emma. I'm friends with Emma. I think she's absolutely darling and incredibly, incredibly talented. This sweater is so gorgeous. It is such a beautiful staple. Every rendition I've ever seen made of it always looks phenomenal. So if you're looking for a more jacket style sweater, jacket style make, I guess, to be able to wear through the cold winter months, this is the perfect one. Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, we have the Off the Grid sweater by my lovely friend Savannah Stitches. I really like this one. I like the shape of this one a lot. Once again, it has that kind of boxy, oversized feel, which is really, really comfortable and nice for me in sweaters at least. This one also has some really fun surface crochet detailings on the grid portion that creates the Off the Grid sweater name. You get it? I just think that this is a really fun pattern. Savannah is an incredibly talented writer as well, so I know that it's well written, and yeah, I really like it. Alright, that was a lot of patterns, and I'm really hoping that you found something that you like. Fingers crossed, and of course let me know if you did. If you have any other cardigan or sweater patterns, feel free to drop them in the comments below, share with people, and of course, like I said before, support these artists. They're all incredibly talented, and I think that what they make is really awesome. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out so very much. Also, feel free to follow me on any of my socials if you're interested. They're all linked down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you all so very dearly, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Bye, everybody.